DC Fitness Squad, what is going on? Hope you're all doing well and amazing today. Happy Tuesday, and I'm excited for this live training today. If you're watching live, I appreciate you. Make sure you hashtag I'm here if you could in the comments. And if you're watching on the replay, if you could hashtag replay for me, that would be incredible. I just want to know who's tuning in, who's getting value, and I'm excited for this one. All right, we're going to be talking about how my weight loss journey has never been perfect. It's always been far from perfect. And, there have been episodes where I eat the double amount of calories I'm supposed to have. I find myself having nightly cravings and all these things that, maybe a lot of people wouldn't associate with like a fitness coach, but like we're normal, we're human, and we're on this journey with you as well. So whether you're a beginner watching right now, you haven't even, started before, or you're kind of advanced, or you tried before and then you put the weight back on, this podcast is for you. We're going to help you out. It's going to be very, very beneficial and helpful. All right. But make sure if you're watching live, hashtag I'm here. And if you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay for me. I'm going to get this podcast going and started, and I know it's going to help a lot of individuals. So let me get the countdown going and we'll go from there. I appreciate you so much. All right, here we go. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Men's Fat Loss Made Easy podcast, where I'm here to give you massive value that you can implement on your fat loss journey today. We're going to be talking about how my weight loss journey has never been perfect, all right? Because if you're listening to this right now, you may have some desire to lose weight, but you may have failed at weight loss before because you tried to be perfect, right? You may have cut out like some of your favorite foods and you tried to, start working out again, which is awesome. But then things got hard and shit got busy, right? Work got busy, family life got busy, and you found yourself traveling frequently and going on vacation. You kind of just gave up on yourself, kind of just threw in the towel, and you stopped showing up for your workouts. So one missed workout turned into 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then etc. And you stopped really caring about your diet, right? You had more vegetables in the past, maybe some more protein, and then you kind of just, now you have what's convenient. You kind of use work as an excuse to find that most convenient meal. You're kind of just off track, and the weight you lost is kind of packed back on, and clothes are starting to feel tight again. Well, listen, all right, I want to pull you out of this rut. I want to help you regain your confidence, get you back on track, and most importantly, minimize future health risks. All right. So tactical advice for this: if you're really struggling with trying to be so perfect on your weight loss journey, it's not your fault, because there's this perfectionism that kind of goes into, or there's this perfectionism that people see go into their weight loss journey, but it's really not true. It's really just mainstream media feeding you a lot of BS. The truth is, you should not be trying to be perfect on your fat loss journey. To lose weight, you should not be perfect, and you will not be perfect. And if you have the expectation that you will not be perfect on your weight loss journey, then it's okay when you indulge a little bit. It's okay when you miss a workout. Instead of getting this negative mindset, which usually happens for yourself, then you fall off track. Now it's okay. I encourage my clients to have some of their favorite foods, have some of their favorite beverages. It's okay if they're traveling, if they miss a workout. They know that, because they know I have their back. We're in this together. This is a team effort. And as long as they're consistent, that is what matters. So gentlemen, if you're listening to this, I challenge you to stop seeking perfection on your weight loss journey and practice consistency. If we could just write down, everybody in the comments, practice consistency. If you are listening to the podcast right now, scream, top of your lungs, practice consistency. Stop trying to be perfect and practice consistency. All right, just practice showing up. Just practice getting there. Don't get so caught up just yet with the information of macros and best workouts and best cardio and pre-workout meal, post-workout meal. What are you supposed to be having during your workout, if anything? Stuff like that. It's important, but if you're not consistent, it doesn't mean jack shit. I love you, but it doesn't really matter. All right. So if you really find the right process and you stay consistent, it is inevitable you will succeed on your weight loss journey. It is inevitable that you will get to your goal weight and you're going to start feeling more energized. But you have to take action, and it will all be worth it, gentlemen, 100%. But when you do take action, don't try to be perfect. Just try to be consistent. Don't try to be perfect. Just try to be consistent, because I can just tell you from experience, like, I've personally burned out so many times. So many times. There's even episodes now where I feel like myself burning out, and I just need like that, that binge session. I need that chocolate cake. I need to miss that workout. I don't want to get my workout in. And I fall into this negative mindset, and I tell myself this limiting belief that, oh, I'm just used to being the fat kid. I'm just used to being, the bigger guy. I'm just used to this. Oh, I'm just such a foodie. I'm telling myself this story that's not even true. Right? I'm telling myself I'm hungry, I need to binge eat that, and it's not even true. It's all a mindset. Losing weight, it comes down to a mindset, and it comes down to consistency. Because you're probably watching before, maybe you tried to lose weight before, but when you tried to lose weight, you tried going all in. Like hours of meal prep, chicken, rice, broccoli every single meal. You're constantly going to the gym, and then you eventually burned out. And it's like, you don't have to be perfect on your weight loss journey as long as you're consistent. If you are consistent, you will win, because the consistent individual is going to be much more successful on their weight loss journey than an individual that's trying to be perfect, right? You would think an individual trying to be perfect, like they're spot on, they're losing weight, they're down 30 to 50 pounds, they're toning up, they feel good. But that perfectionism is actually going to hurt them more than help them. I'd rather have you go 80%, 100% of the time compared to 100%, 50% of the time. Does that make sense? Does that kind of resonate? I would rather have you go 80%, 100% of the time compared to 100%, 50% of the time, because a lot of you go 100% 50% of the time. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go all in for 1 month, and then you fall off track, and you're like, okay, and then you start to fall off track, and then you're like, all right, you look in the mirror and you're like, what's going on? I gained some weight, clothes are getting tighter. You have to buy bigger jeans. That's the worst. Buying bigger clothing. And you're like, all right, no, I gotta do this. I gotta do it. And then you start, and then you maybe purchase a hands-off program, or you try to do it by yourself, and then you really start for like a week, and you get excited about it, but then shit gets busy, work gets busy, family life gets busy, something happens, you get sick, and then you fall off track. And it's like this endless roller coaster, this endless game that you've been playing for years. My question for you is, when do you want to hop off this roller coaster? When do you want to hop off this freaking exhausting ride that you've been riding for years, losing 5 pounds, then putting 10 back on, then doing nothing about it for 2 years, and then you start again, and then you just don't know how to make this a sustainable lifestyle? And it's because you go 100% for 50% of the time. All right, so I would invite you to maybe start going 80%, 100% of the time. Maybe start going, instead of 100%, 50% of the time, maybe start going 75%, 100% of the time. Whatever that looks like for you. Literally, I just have some clients that are extremely busy that send me one healthy meal per day, and I have a step count for them per day. That's it. And it's fucking amazing, because it's so much better than that individual that's taking no action. It's so much better than that individual that's either all in or all out, because either you're all in or you're all out. You're sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing. All right. So I would rather, for an individual, like, if you're not going to be all in, that's completely fine. That's amazing. So let's at least, focus on one healthy, high protein meal per day, maybe a step count per day. And that's literally it. Even if it's just, 1,000 steps per day, something that will get you into momentum. All right. Because to climb Mount Everest, it starts with the first step. All these individuals, you try to hit the jackpot with these weight loss supplements and these cheap cookie cutter hands-off program. You're like, all right, I think I'm going to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. You're like, that's not how it works. And if you do, you're going to put it back on in a year because it was way too restrictive. All right, so find the sustainable fat loss method that's going to work for you, and I know you will succeed. And when you take action on it, don't try and be perfect. Just try and be consistent, gentlemen, and I know you will succeed. All right, I appreciate you so much. I hope this was helpful. Hope this was good. If you're listening to the podcast, thank you. It means the world. Leave me a 5 stars if you're open to it. If you're getting value, you could even leave me a written review. I'll post you on my social media story, or you could just keep listening, keep getting value, and silently enjoy this podcast. But this is episode 99. 99. I've only been doing this a couple months, banged out 100 episodes already. Like, I'm really excited, and I'm just trying to serve all of you. All right. Like, I know that we are able to change at least one life with each episode, and that is the goal of each episode. Vernell is saying practice is consistent. Yes, 100% practice consistency, Vernell. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate you. Everyone on the podcast, I will talk to you on the next episode. Have the best day of your life. See ya. All right, DC Fitness Squad, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. I'm seeing some familiar names. Let's go. Craig, what is going on? Vernell, Kevin, let's go. Gabby, hope you're all doing well and amazing. Everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, if I'm getting some viewers as well on there, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I can't see everybody tuning in right now, but I'm definitely going to go back and look at all the names that were commenting and making sure that we're all getting value. All right. I appreciate you so much. Talk to you on the next episode. Next episode will be podcast 100. Alex, what is going on, boss? Hope you're doing well and amazing, brother. Episode 100. I'm going to wait for Kevin too. What is going on? So glad to see all your names, all your freaking faces. Well, it's only a profile picture, but it's great to see you. Next episode tomorrow, episode 100. So excited for it. We're going to crush it. We're going to make it a good one. And I hope you have the best day of your life. Talk to you soon. See ya.